Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my reviews. And today we are going to take a walk down retro lane once again with the release of the Masters of the Universe movie. I went to a really cool shop in Hastings that sells retro figures that you can get for really reasonable prices. Probably not at the moment because the prices are all going up at the moment. Obviously, that's why I grabbed a couple before the prices all start going up for the retro toys, because people are going to start collecting He-Man again. It happens around the time of a film release, doesn't it, that people start collecting the figures again, don't they, of the past. So I grabbed a couple. I did one of Evil Lynn, which is one of my favourites, and this is Teela, which is another cool figure. So from the 1983 He-Man Master of the Universe cartoon. So Teela was the captain of the Royal Guard of the palace, wasn't she? So she was another one who was unaware of Prince Adam's true identity, and she used to help him become more of the heroic person, Prince Adam, wasn't it, that his father wanted him to be. But they didn't know he was actually He-Man, did they? So that was the cool quality of the cartoon. But yeah, it's come fully equipped. This is an Origins one, so it's not quite the vintage ones, but this is the Origin one. It's quite old, but they're not as old as the original. These are the ones that came with the some of them had the body twist motion and stuff like that. So this is the figure. Oh, knock the little shield off there and the spear. But yeah, so I had to drill a foot hole again, guys, because these don't come with a foot hole, these old school retro figures. So that's the figure itself. These figures had no posability, these old school figures, although I do love them. The only posability you could do was move their heads about, their arms up and down, and their legs strangely used to go out like this. I don't know what that was about, but you'd get some sort of kick, but nothing substantial. The twisting body was a feature that was added to these figures later. So the twisting action motion, so you could get into a bit of a ruck and have them very almost like Barbie like features, aren't they, these old school figures of the female sort of figures, but very cool. It's got the traditional Teela gear on there, the old furry boots. I did like the old traditional figures. So this is one of the sort of more traditional ones. It comes with a little shield. See there, little shield. They were very, very, very basic, these figures, but they were really good for the time. I remember going to the market to buy these on birthdays and stuff like that. There's the old serpent scepter and the serpent helmet and breast guard, shoulder guard. Very cool. The only damage is that little bit there. It's broken at the top, but I can live with that. Yeah. So these figures were very cool. They were like I say, I had loads of these when I was younger, and like many people of my era, Mum gave them away to charity shops and stuff like that, because you just didn't know the value of things, or the value of things were going to be, you know. So there you go, the very poseable hand there. I say, how are you? Give my hand a kiss. Yes. There we go. So let's put that on there. Being stupid there. Right, let's fit that in there. These were very there's no chewing on this one, but there was on the Evil Limb figure. Unfortunately, I had some chewing damage to the figure. Yeah, but yeah. So I drilled the little foot hole, so we got something to put her on a necker stand, and there she is, ready for battle against the forces of Skeletor. Yeah. So she's a cool figure. She was like one of the very early sort of strong female characters, especially in cartoons. So she was a very strong female character. She was always willing to run in and follow He-Man wherever we would go into battle. And Man at Arms was always very keen to sort of say, no, don't do that, you know. He was like the wise one, wasn't he, Man at Arms? Whereas Teela was like very much the hit first, ask questions later, wasn't she? She's a very cool character. and she used to figure out things were going on quite long before He-Man wouldn't she, which was portrayed. And I did like it at the end of these series in the 80s, where they gave you a little life message at the end, you know, and it always started with "Remember, kids," didn't it? So yeah, so that is the figure. Let's give it a little viewing, and we'll come back in a minute. Alright guys, welcome back to the review. That was the figure, very cool. So if you are from the UK guys, make sure you pop along to the Green Shop in Hastings. It's really cool. It's got retro stuff and you can order stuff online and stuff like that. So yeah, make sure you get onto them and order your figures if you can get them. It's UK, so if you're not in the UK, it'd probably be a bit difficult, but if you are UK and you're interested in stuff like this, they've got loads of these figures. Well worth a look in, guys. So thanks for tuning in once again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and remember, I have the power. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care now. Bye bye.